World concert yesterday. Everything's okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be all good.
Mentally, Kirby, how do you feel?
Feel good. Slowly trying to build back the game and get to a spot where I was last year, and kind of feel that confidence again and that play. I think it's just going to come with time. You can't really force these things. I mean, it's just about being in the right spots and doing what I can to get back into that game shape as quick as possible.
What do you think your line can do differently to produce more offensively?
I think we're in the right spots, and chances will start to come, and hopefully they'll find the back of the net. But I like the way we're playing the last game on the defensive side of the puck, tracking pucks back, and playing as a unit of three. So it takes time to build a chemistry, and obviously I'm coming off a year of not playing, and so there's a lot of things kind of in the mix there. But I felt like as a line we're taking steps to produce offensively.
How was it, Kirby, to have 2 days between games and to prepare, and what do you feel this team will improve collectively going forward tonight?
I think it's nice, obviously, starting the season off on a 4-6 is a lot, but it kind of gets us into the swing of things and into that game mindset right away, other than playing a game and then waiting 3 or 4 days to play your second game. So I think we just got to clean up a few little mistakes here and there, but on the other end of it, I think we've shown that we got a complete game, and we just got to put up a full 60 minutes tonight.
David Savard playing his 800 game tonight. Obviously, it's not 1,000 yet, but he's got a great longevity in his career. What do you like about his way of being on and off the ice?
He does everything for this team. Block shots, he scores big goals at times. He makes great plays. He's kind of been a father figure to most of us in this locker room, and it's definitely a great accomplishment, and we're all super jacked up and happy for him, and definitely want to go out and play for him tonight and hopefully get a win for him.
Thanks, Kirby.
Thanks, guys.
Good job.
Are you happy about the way that it's going for you personally?
Yeah, pretty good. I think I'm playing some good hockey. Still some things to improve on, but I like my game so far, and I think I still want to get more offensively. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I like how I'm playing. I think I've been playing well with my line mates. They're easy to play with. So hopefully, continue to get better.
You've said at the beginning of the training camp that being healthy this summer was a huge difference for you. Is that what we've saw from you, a guy who was 100% mentally and physically now?
Yeah, for sure. A couple summers ago, I didn't have a summer to work on things. It was more just rehabbing the knee. So it was nice to have this summer just be healthy and be able to work in my game. Get stronger, faster. So it's a good summer, and I thought I had a pretty good camp and start to the season here. So it's been nice. But I know, like I said, I know I got more. So just looking forward to do that.
Speaking to Kirby, he's trying to earn his rhythm back, and for you personally, being out of the lineup for a few times in the past few seasons, how can you relate, and how do you feel he's progressing, knowing the time he's missed last year?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not easy to jump right back into it after such a long layoff. So, but I thought he's done well. So, the rhythm still takes some time, and even just the feeling of the knee and all that, just getting used to it. So, he's playing good hockey, and it's only going to get better for him too.
Tell us a bit about your line mates and what you're learning about them.
Yeah, they're fun to play with. Both kind of a little bit different players, but Heino's definitely got an unbelievable shot, which he's shown here. So, you just want to be able to give him the puck and those grade A opportunities, and it's going to go in the back of the net, and Cappy's just a really smart player, highly skilled, could play all over the ice, any situation. So yeah, I feel like we've been playing pretty well, and 2 easy guys to play with.
Christian, what is it about Emil Heineman's shot that stands out to you?
I mean, how fast it is, probably, I guess. You know, he's got a quick release, too, but, you know, he's got a lot of power on it, and seems the goalies can't really track it well. And, yeah, like I said, you kind of just want to make sure, hopefully he finds those areas like he's been in the slot there, and you just want to find him, and you know he's going to, you know, have a good chance to put it in the back of the net.
Emil said yesterday that you helped them with your experience, but sometimes can we say too that young players could help a veteran too?
Sure, yeah, of course. You know, they just, you know, their energy and just kind of like entering the league helps a lot too. It helps me, and it's nice to have that with your line mates. So you know, hopefully, you know, we complement each other well, and you know, yeah, it's just nice to have two young guys, and hopefully we can keep going here.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Part of his game that you've maybe noticed or that's been able to help you or something that he does?
I think it's just his positioning. Like, he's obviously not the fastest skater, but he, you know, he's always in the right spot. You know, he does a really good job getting in lanes, blocking passing lanes, as well as shot lanes, and his stick's really effective too.
Justin, hi. We saw you last game through some good hits. Is it something you want to add to your game, like being more aggressive defensively?
Yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, I've been trying to be better defensively, be a little bit harder to play against, and yeah, I'm trying to add, you know, some more physicality to my game for sure.
Penses-tu que votre game collectif, Justin, peut être meilleur? Elle a été bonne contre les Sénateurs d'Ottawa. Est-ce que vous cherchez peut-être à revenir à ces bases-là comme équipe, là? Les 5 sur la glace?
Oui, je pense que la dernière jeu, on avait des parties du jeu qu'on a joué de bon hockey. La deuxième période, je pense qu'on a eu beaucoup de chance offensivement. Puis on sait que les Kings ce soir ont perdu les derniers 2 matchs et on sait que c'est une équipe qui va avoir un bon effort ce soir. Alors on devrait être prêt pour ça.
Tu penses que ça se passe un peu dans la zone neutre pour votre équipe actuellement?
Yeah, I think so. It's like, I think, you know, Pitt was a good team off the rush. Obviously with Carlson and Letang, they always had guys joining the rush, and I think if we can, you know, be good in the neutral zone, I think, you know, force them to dump pucks, and I feel like our breakouts this year have been pretty good. So yeah, I think it's just, you know, trusting our system.
Justin,
Merci,
bravo,
Justin.
Merci.
Bravo pour ton français. Tu me donnes envie de t'en poser une en français, mais à l'heure actuelle, à quel point tu sens que tu es meilleur à pareille date que tu l'étais l'an passé? Dans quel département, offensivement, défensivement? À quel point tu sens que tu t'es
Moi-même ou
amélioré
l'équipe?
toi-même?
Sorry, can you ask me?
In which department do you think you're better than last year at the same date, offensively, defensively? How would you rate your progression?
Yeah, I definitely feel more confident defensively. I feel like, yeah, my details defensively have gotten much better. Yeah, I worked a lot on my footwork, you know, off the rush and in the corners, and I think just having a better stick as well. And then, yeah, I think, you know, always trying to improve my offensive game as well and be more effective in that sense.
You talk a lot with Marty about your game, with the coaching staff, and
practice for Savvy, playing 800 games. You've known him in Columbus before, obviously, and what do you feel about what he brings on and off the ice? He feels like such a presence.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. First thing that comes to mind is that leadership role. Obviously, I've known him since Columbus, and he hasn't changed one bit. So, it's a big milestone for sure to play that many games in this league, and obviously he's very fortunate, and we're very fortunate to have him. I know a lot of guys in here look up to him, and it's going to be a special night for him for sure.
Yeah, yesterday he was telling us about the way his career evolved. He said I was playing power play at the beginning, I'm not anymore. Is it a lesson for everyone, or maybe an inspiration to know that if you want to last long in this league, you have to follow a certain way of evolving as a player?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, he's taking the right steps to be able to do that, and obviously taking care of your body and everything like that. It's hard to last that long in this league, especially the style, the way he plays too, the brand of hockey. Blocking shots, hitting, things like that. So it doesn't go unnoticed, and obviously he's played many games, and hopefully he's got a few more years in him.
What do you still has, sorry, just following up on a funny side, but you feel that he still has the moves to play on the power play?
Yeah, I think he does. He's got that ultimate toe drag at the blue line that you see a few times. So we know that he's still got the skill to do it, and I'd like to see him out there sometime.
You should play Dave, right?
Yeah, that's right.
How important are those old school guy on the hockey team today?
Yeah, I think very important. Obviously, the way the league's going now, it's getting really young, and I think to have those older guys in the locker rooms is very important for the younger guys to look up to and show them the way a little bit, and and then third time will come, and they can kind of learn their way into the league a little bit like that. So it's always nice to have, and like I said, we're very fortunate to have Savvy, who's been around a long time.
The league gets faster every year, and he's not the world's fastest guy. How has he been able to continue to play 800 games?
I think he just the style of play. He knows who he's going up against. Whether they're quick or not, and he's got good gaps. Plays the right way. He's a very smart player too. As you can tell, and like I said, I think he knows who he's going up against each and every night, and which allows him to help his game a little bit better.
What are you most happy about your own game so far this season?
I think I'm just trying to take it one game at a time, to be honest with you. One day at a time, and just trying to give it my all every shift, and compete, and try to put our team in the best spot we can.
Just the last one on Savvy. He seems to have a good way of keeping things light. How important is it when you have a low moment that he's going to be there and cheer you up?
Yeah, we've seen it ever since he's arrived here, even in practices, whether he's scoring goals, and he's one of the happiest guys in the locker room. If it's not Cole, it's Savvy. So he always brings a smile to our locker room, and a positive attitude, and he definitely lightens the mood around here for sure.
Has he ever got you with the toll drag, whether at practice or
Yeah, a few times. Yeah, a few times. Yeah.
I know Marty was in your corner all last season. You've been going through a rough time. Now he's got you playing on the PK. How has he maybe helped you during the off season and early this season to sort of find your game again?
Yeah, I think just sticking with it, believing in yourself. I got to keep remembering that I'm still a pretty good player. I've played a lot of hockey games, and I'm here for a reason. So I've been watching, obviously, a lot of video, and right now I'm just taking it one day at a time, and trying to give it my best every time I get that opportunity. And obviously, like you said, playing PK now. I've played it in the past, and I'm comfortable doing it. So it's nice to get those reps and help kill all those penalties off.
Would you say that the PK mission is a kind of a confidence builder?
Yeah, for sure. It's always nice to be put in that position when you're playing against the best players on each team, and having the opportunity to shut them down and make them frustrated kind of gives you confidence and adrenaline to go out there and play 5-on-5.
What do you like most about the PK? I know Jake Evans said he loves it when he gets to ice and go to the bench and the crowd goes crazy. So is that sort of the ultimate on the PK?
Yeah, it's always it's nice. I've always loved playing the PK. Like I said, shutting down their top guys in their line and having big clears, big blocks. Sometimes you get that opportunity to go in the offensive zone and maybe kill 10 to 15 seconds. That could be really important towards the end of the penalty kill. And obviously, special teams is a huge part of the game today.
Marty mentioned a meeting he had with you.
David Savard, ce soir, va entrer dans un club assez sélect de Québécois qui vont avoir joué 800 matchs dans la Ligue nationale de hockey.
Ouais, combien il y en a?
Pardon?
Combien il y en a?
Selon mes recherches, ça va être le 100e.
Ah.
Ouais. Quel message ça envoie, tu penses, aux jeunes joueurs de hockey qui voient carrément l'un des leurs avoir un chemin comme ça dans la Ligue nationale? Puis, comment vous le percevez, David, à l'interne ici? Qu'est-ce que ça signifie pour vous?
Ben, c'est un gros moment. C'est pas facile. Jouer un match dans la Ligue nationale, c'est encore plus difficile d'avoir une carrière. Puis c'est encore plus difficile d'en jouer 800. Tu sais, puis sa vie ici, tu sais, quand tu penses à son cheminement, si je me trompe pas, sa vie, c'était un défenseur très offensif dans le junior. Je pense qu'il était défenseur de l'année de la Ligue canadienne. OK? Tu sais, puis là, mais il arrive dans la Ligue nationale, puis là, faut qu'il essaie de se faire une place. Puis comme sa vie est comme ajuster sa game. C'est pas que... Puis il y en a de l'offensive, mais il est devenu un défenseur plus défensif, piqué. Puis ça prend une intelligence pour voir c'est comment il faut t'ajuster ta game pour être capable de pas juste jouer dans la Ligue nationale, mais avoir une carrière, puis d'être capable de jouer 800 games. Fait que c'est... Il n'y a rien qui arrive par chance. Sa vie, il prend une grande place dans notre équipe. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait pas juste sur la glace, mais sur le banc, dans la chambre. On est content de l'avoir, puis je suis content pour lui qu'il est capable de pogner ça 800 games.
Sur le plan défensif, puis au-delà des chiffres, à quel endroit puis à quel point tu vois une progression défensivement au sein de ton groupe par rapport à pareil date l'an dernier? Tu dis souvent que c'est un processus, ton équipe demande jeune.
Non, je trouve qu'on est plus connectés. Puis, tu sais, puis de la manière qu'on essaie de jouer, c'est pas une veste anti-balle. Tu sais, là, c'est pas garanti que ça va arrêter toutes les affaires, mais je pense que quand on est connecté, de la manière qu'on veut jouer, on monte notre pourcentage d'avoir du succès dans cette zone-là. Mais ça prend les 5 gars.
Patrick, Martin, Guillaume.
Juste pour faire un follow-up sur David Savard, est-ce que c'est une belle leçon pour les plus jeunes ou même pour les vétérans de comprendre que évoluer comme joueur de hockey, c'est la chose la plus importante dans la ligue pour garder ta place à long terme?
Ben oui. Parce que quand tu arrives dans la ligue comme un jeune, tu sais, tu peux avoir un bon talent, des qualités et tout, mais il faut que tu sois intelligent de voir, OK, lui, il est meilleur que moi à ça, lui est meilleur que moi à ça, lui est meilleur que moi à ça. Qu'est-ce que l'équipe a besoin, là? Si je veux jouer dans la Ligue nationale, qu'est-ce que l'équipe a besoin? OK, il faut peut-être falloir que je fasse ces choses un petit peu plus différentes. Puis ça prend une intelligence de qu'est-ce qu'il y a alentour de toi, là, tu sais. Fait que... Puis il y en a des joueurs qui veulent pas s'ajuster. Fait que t'as beaucoup de joueurs talentueux qui n'ont pas une carrière.
Tu disais hier que Jayden Struble était prêt à jouer. Est-ce que c'est difficile pour toi de le garder à l'extérieur de la formation compte tenu du camp d'entraînement qu'il avait connu?
Ben, oui, mais non, parce qu'il a manqué du temps.
Martin.
Question technique, tu fais-tu des changements ce soir?
Non.
Pour avoir une bonne game défensive à 5 pour vous autres ce soir, pour toi, ça partirait d'où? À quel endroit il faudrait que vous soyez bon pour avoir cette game-là? Un peu comme contre Ottawa, je pense que ça a été une référence pour vous autres, un peu, à moins que je me trompe.
Ça part tout avec l'attitude. Tu peux avoir... tu peux techniquement... Tu peux avoir la meilleure technique, le meilleur concept, tout, mais ça part avec l'attitude. Puis se défendre, c'est pas quelque chose qui est le fun. Mais si tu as l'attitude que tu veux faire ça vraiment au sérieux, mais t'es dur à jouer contre. Puis quand tu as une attitude que tu veux vraiment te défendre, mais des fois, la structure, elle dérange pas. Fait que ça, mais quand tu as l'attitude et la structure, mais là, tu vas avoir la constance.
Guillaume, Eric, Stu.
Salut Martin. Pour clarifier pour Struble, ça tu dis il y a besoin de temps. Est-ce que c'est strictement pour ceux qui ne jouent pas ou est-ce que tu tiens à donner une autre chance à tes 6 défenseurs?
C'est un peu des deux.
Est-ce que, avec un Struble en santé, par contre, avec le genre de match qui a été joué lundi, est-ce que c'est un go? Tu aurais quand même aimé le rentrer pour peut-être changer les choses?
Oui, s'il n'aurait pas manqué du temps, je suis sûr qu'il serait dans le line-up peut-être à soir. Mais c'est un peu des deux, il a manqué beaucoup de temps.
What did you learn about playing the Kings that you think can apply to your game plan tonight?
Like last year?
I don't know if they're structurally different this year.
Well, they are. I think you're steering me in a direction there, Eric.
No, I'm
I think you've been watching hockey.
I have been watching them a bit, yeah.
Well, the last few years, obviously, they played a stingy 1-3-1. And it's, I feel it gave us a little trouble to play our game. I haven't seen them play that way this year yet. So I think it'll be a different feel.
How can you guys get off to a better start tonight, knowing they played last night?
Yeah.
Their first period would probably be their best punch.
I feel like I sound like a broken record, but, we have to have a deep game mentality. And, we have to be able to execute under pressure. And I feel last game, first period, we just didn't beat their pressure because we throw pucks at each other's feet. We throw, didn't make great passes, and then when we did make a good pass, we didn't connect. We didn't catch the pass. Our execution was way off, and it was hard for us to just proceed to the next zone and to the next zone. So for us, it's just execute early, but have a deep game mentality.
Marty, I saw you had a conversation with Arbor there at the end of the skate. What have you liked and or not liked about his game so far this season, and what's sort of your message to him moving forward?
No, it's just we talk about certain scenarios. I feel Jocko is, for most games, he plays really well for a big part of the game, and sometimes he'll just, I wouldn't say disengage, but just not on high alert. So for me, it's stay alert for 60. and it's hard for a young defenseman. But I feel like he's throughout a game. In the past, his good's really good, and his bad is really bad, and I feel it's he's raising his floor, and when you raise the floor, usually you get more percentage of your minute are pretty good. It doesn't have to be elite all the time, but it's pretty good. So for me, it's keeping raising that floor. So a higher percentage of minutes are really good, and it's a hard league for a defenseman or a young defenseman. Things happen fast, and you have to be on high alert. And so for me, what I'm asking with Jocko is just to stay on high alert for a longer chunk of time.
Sure, there's a lot of lessons your young defense can learn from David Savard. What's the main one?
I don't know. What's the main one? I feel like to be intelligent enough to know how you need to adjust your game to have a career. Not every offensive defenseman come in the league and want to be a shutdown PK guy. You might have to be that for a little bit. Maybe you build your runway to maybe now expose your offensive game. But sometimes it's what the team needs right now. Can you do that? Can you sit in that chair until you get a better one? And I think that's what helped Savvy.
You mentioned earlier that on day one of training camp, you wanted to attack the D zone right away. You made some tweaks 4 games in. Do you feel those tweaks have been well implemented? And I mean, just overall, in terms of the defensive zone play, where do you think your team is at?
No, it's that. I think it looks better to me. I think the guys know it feels better. It's not bulletproof. Nothing is. But we have great examples to teach the stuff we're talking about, and that's what I like about when it doesn't go our way. Yeah, we failed, but we actually learn too. So it's just keep learning those little subtleties of the game and the rules. And I know sometimes when you talk about it's not like we're reinventing anything. We just want to play a certain way, and all of that. Hockey is always there's always a little gray. It's not black and white like football. Off face-off, it's black and white, NHL in my mind. But after that, it becomes very gray. So as we progress throughout the season, and you have examples, as you go, you can eliminate the gray. And you start, because you have the example, and now everything becomes more black and white. So it's easier for the players to read those situations the more we progress. But when we execute the right reads in that gray zone, we're very good.
Do you feel the play killing is, I mean, on those shifts where you wind up in your end for a long time, let's say, is it reading the right time to kill a play? Is that what you're referring to?
I feel more than none when you're stuck in your zone a long time, you usually extended a shift. And a lot of time I find the second period because you're far from the bench. So most times the teams are going to get run around in their zone. Everybody's kind of tired, so nobody has gas to kill the play. So they kind of go into contain mode, and I think as a tired team, I think we're fine to be in contain mode, and hopefully we the other team takes a shot, not a great one, and we get a whistle or it goes out of the building. You hope for that, But if you have a little bit of gas in the tank, you can't be content and just sit back. I think we got to try to kill plays, and it's easier to do that when the pucks are below the hash marks. But every team's going to get run around sometime, and more than none, it's because they're tired.
On termine avec 2 relances, Patrick et Martin, rapidement.
Martin, je sais que le focus est sur votre équipe et pas nécessairement l'adversaire, mais quand vous avez un adversaire qui est sur un long voyage, qui a eu des matchs difficiles récemment, qui a joué hier, compte tenu du fait que vous n'avez pas aimé votre départ dans le dernier match, est-ce que c'est important, dès le départ ce soir, de profiter de ça, compte tenu du fait que vous voulez passer à un autre niveau cette année, ces moments-là, c'est important?
Moi, je pense que c'est bon de gérer le début de match. On devrait être l'équipe qui a le plus d'énergie à soir, ils ont joué hier. C'est de ne pas se tirer dans le pied de bonne heure puis leur donner de la vie. c'est de garder les choses simples, surtout de bonne heure, et puis de continuer à bâtir notre game, puis en espérant qu'on commence à se séparer, puis on est capable de fermer le match. Mais on peut rendre les choses plus difficiles si on est têtu en début de match, puis on leur donne la vie. C'est une équipe qui sont sur un long voyage, qui n'ont pas beaucoup de succès dans les derniers matchs. Je suis sûr qu'ils parlent de les affaires qu'il faut qu'ils corrigent, puis je suis sûr qu'ils ont besoin d'une victoire, fait que je suis sûr qu'ils vont sortir fort. C'est de gérer où c'est qu'ils sont, l'autre équipe, émotionnellement, présentement, puis mutuellement, c'est faire garder ça les choses simples au début de match.
Juste un détail, Martin, tu as parlé d'un peu en anglais. Si on prend pour acquis qu'il y a des pieds, disons, décents, un jeu de pied décent pour un gars de sa charpente, à moins que ce ne soit pas le cas là, pour toi, mais à quelle place ça se situe, lui? C'est sa prise de décision, c'est son bâton. C'est quoi la chose qui pourrait compléter son jeu de pied?
Bien, il y a un très bon jeu de pied, mais c'est pour, comme je le dis tout le temps, la game n'est pas sur la rondelle, offensivement et défensivement. Fait que tu peux avoir les meilleurs pieds, mais quand tu te fais quand tu te fais attirer avec tes yeux où la rondelle allait, mais tes pieds sont pas importants. Parce que tu n'utilises pas tes pieds pour aller faire la job pour ce que la rondelle allait. Puis c'est des choses... C'est pas facile, ça, pour les jeunes joueurs, parce qu'il y a une puck sur la glace, puis toute leur vie, est où la puck? Est où la puck? Fait que c'est de continuer à travailler ça, de Jacko, de retrouver ses repères vite quand il est loin de la puck. Ça prend tes pieds, puis il y a les pieds pour ça. C'est juste d'attirer ses yeux ailleurs.
Merci, Martin.
OK, merci.